Greetings, class. This is Professor LaShawn Bold with the Lifespan and Human Behavior course. And this is 3302-004, Spring 2018. And I wanted to discuss the syllabus with you. So here's how I got here. I clicked on syllabus, and I'm going to click here. If I were you, I would pause this video and I would get out my syllabus, or be able to look at the syllabus at the same time while I'm talking. Okay, here's the first page of the syllabus, and it has some basic information. Here's my faculty profile. It's very interesting. All of your professors actually have, or should have, a faculty profile on Mentis, and you can search for their name and find it, where they are and what they've done. It's very interesting because they've done a lot of different things in their life and lots of different research that you might be interested in. And so I would encourage you to look through faculty's research and prior classes that they've taken. And here is how to get a hold of me. The best way to get a hold of me is by email. And I usually respond to email fairly quickly, at least within 24 hours. And this is an online class, and you do need a computer with some kind of access to Blackboard. So you must be able to access Blackboard throughout this course. So it's not really one of those courses that you can just, I don't know, go somewhere during the day where there's a computer and try to get it done. I mean, maybe you can try that, but you really want to have regular access to a computer if at all possible. This is one of two required human behavior courses. So we have two, 3301 and 3302. This is the 3302 version of human behavior. This is where we talk about biopsychosocial development of people from birth to death. This is a very interesting class because we're going to start actually from conception all the way through the end of life. And there are many things in this course to be learned about that you may not know or may not have been familiar with. I learn from this class every year, every semester that I teach it. I've taught it quite a few. Okay, here are some student learning outcomes. I want you to understand what these are. This is what is expected you will learn in this class. And these are required by the Council of Social Work Education. So you need to complete these activities specifically if you want to become a social worker, or if you're even considering social work in the future. You must complete the activities in this course in order to be in compliance with the Council of Social Work Education. So here are the policies that match the activities. Some people just assume that the activities are just something that we make up or just busy work, but it's actually related to a requirement from the Council of Social Work Education. So I think that's very interesting also. I'm not going to go through each one, but I want you to understand how that fits into a syllabus, because all of your social work classes should include some type of information at how the activities relate to the policies. Here's your required textbook. It is best to have the 5th edition. If you don't, you may be swimming around in the textbook if it's an older version, looking through some things when you have various text references and things like that throughout the course. But I understand that money is a factor. You may need to rent an older version. You're welcome to try that, but it's your duty to keep up with where that may fit with the course materials. So I'm not going to be able to, provide all of the, what you need to fish around and find information if you have an older course text, but you're welcome to do what you need to do. It's always good to familiarize yourself with the American Psychological Association, the APA manual. We also have, for writing expert, I want to point out, I'm going to go now to the social work, UTA social work website. If you didn't know we had one, it's a great resource for you. Here is the website that we have for the School of Social Work at UTA. We are celebrating 50 years in the School of Social Work. And I want to point out you have some great resources here. So you want to click on current students. And if you want to know about writing, this is your guy. Chris Kilgore it has a degree in writing, and he is an amazing amazing writer and so helpful to our students. I cannot say enough about his seminars that he has. He has a virtual office. He will talk to you on the phone. He'll look at your papers online. He is just so accessible and important to the students in the School of Social Work. So I'm pointing this out because he will have things that he offers through the semester, various seminars and stuff. So I want you to be sure that you look at his website and know how to locate him. Okay, let's go back to the syllabus. The first thing that you'll see here is a group presentation. This is mandatory. You can't do it by yourself. You've got to be in a group. You do not have to meet as a group. This is very important for students to understand. There are many, many ways to complete an assignment without meeting in person. Some students prefer to meet in person, but you don't have to meet in person to complete this assignment. You can do it over Skype. You can do it over Skype phone. You can do it over phone group me. You can meet in, let's see, what are other ways? You can meet Google Text, Google Docs. There's lots of ways that you can trade documents and understand what's going on with each other without necessarily meeting as a group. However, that being said, if you want to meet as a group, feel free to meet as a group, but know that you do need to get this particular assignment completed as a group. All group members are expected to participate in the group. If you do not participate in your group by not responding to their emails, which should be my MAV email, or responding to their texts or anything like that, then they will let me know that, and I will deduct your grade for not participating in the group. So here's the information about that. And there's also a place on Blackboard for you to do your group information. So I want to show you that real quick. Let me go to the groups. So when you want to have interaction with your group, let's say you've set up and you're in group 1, you're going to go in there, and this is all the instructions for setting up your group. This is where you can exchange files. You can have a discussion board, you can have a journal, and this is also where I've put a place to post your final group presentation. Just makes it easier for you, okay? Let's go back to the syllabus. All right, the next thing is after you've done your group presentation, you'll be expected to do a feedback form for yourself and others in the group. So it's one form for all of you assessing how you think you did. Then you will also be asked to look at a couple of other group presentations, okay, and give some feedback openly in the class on a discussion board about how that group did. There's a form for that as well, or there'll be questions. There's also a major paper. The major paper has to be done by yourself, okay? So you've got 2 major assignments really. One is the group presentation, and one is the major paper. The group presentation has to be done in a group, and the major paper has to be done on your own because it's an assessment of an actual situation that you get to look at and determine what's going on there from a social work perspective as it relates to the class. So you have 1 or 2 options. And there's some information about that in the assignment. So when you want to see that information, you go over where I showed you on the left of the Blackboard menu, and you can find that. There are also quizzes every week. That's really important that you complete those quizzes in a timely manner so that you can relate with your group and so that you can complete the assignments. There's also activities. Those activities are critical to your grade as well. Attendance, obviously, it's the student's responsibility because we're not in class, so there's no regular attendance. But each week begins on a Tuesday and ends on a Monday. And the reason for that is because I like to give you a little time over the weekend when some of you may or not have a little more time to get things done. So every week starts on a Tuesday and ends on a Monday. Here's the grading and what the percentages are. Grading is a weighted percentage, Okay, it's important to understand that. Let's see. This also has the late assignment policies and what happens if you don't make assignments. I expect every student to complete every assignment in this class in order to get a passing grade. If you decide that you're not going to do the big paper, or you're not going to do the quizzes or something, then you will not pass this class. I cannot allow, with ethical standards, for you to totally leave out the major case study or the group presentation and still pass the class. So be forewarned that you must participate fully in this class in order to receive a passing grade. Here's the course schedule, and this is just a guide. Some of the things like the discussions will be due each week, but we don't have very many of them, and they're due within the week that they're given. The quizzes stay open all semester. The assignments do have due dates. The group assignment and the case paper do have specific due dates. We have spring break. This is fantastic. We have that this semester. I love it. I do encourage you during spring break to take a break for self-care and then come back to the class. You may continue with the class during that week. Nothing stops. It just still keeps going like it is, still set up like it is. But if you'd like to take a break, I want to encourage you to do so. And the rest of this is some information that you really need to know is available to you. UTA offers quite a bit of outside resources like tutoring, and we have an amazing librarian and writing services. Also be forewarned about the drop policy. There is a drop date. So if you think you're going to drop this class, you must drop it before the drop date. Otherwise, you may receive a failing grade in class. And then here's the accommodations for people with disabilities. I will need a letter for if you've been to the Office of Disabilities, letting me know that you need special accommodations. And we have counseling services that are free to students here. And I want to encourage you to keep up your communication with me. So let's go back here. I want to encourage you that if you start struggling in this class, please let me know, because I would 9 times out of 10, there's a good answer for you. 9 times out of 10, there's something that can be done. If you don't let me know, there's nothing I can do to help you. And we're all here for you to be successful. So let's make sure that we keep open communication, that we know what's going on, and then we'll have a fantastically successful semester. Welcome to this class. I'm excited. I know you will be too, and I look forward to seeing those initial introductions that we have. Have a great day.